growing up over there in STL, man, you know, did you ever run into like little Jojo
Hell
or
yeah.
anybody else?
Hell yeah. So my uncle got a baby with his mother. My Uncle Q. The baby named Quinasia. You could do your research on the baby. She big as hell now. She be coming to my mama crib. So my uncle got a baby with, mind you, my uncle and them is BDs and shit. They like from Dog Pound and all that other shit. They real BDs, like my uncles, but I love them to death. Now them, like how I feel about Wooney, I don't feel about them because they raised me, you feel me? And they older niggas and they got their head on their shoulder. So yeah, Jojo used to come on Eberhard all the time. So Eberhard really was like the block where everybody from Rose, St. Lawrence, Briscoe, everybody came over there because it was one crib that we always had parties in. Bro. So Jojo was older than me, but he looked like he was the same age as me at the time. So I remember one time they were shooting dice and shit, and Jojo was, I ain't gonna lie, Jojo, not saying like he wasn't tough as hell, but he was tough as hell all the time. He 24/7 tough as hell, bro. And I'm a shorty, but I'm trying to be tough as hell too now. So anybody saying shit to me, I'm trying to get into it with him and shit. They shooting dice and shit. He slight push me. He gone. He said something like little bro. I ain't talking about little bro. We ain't talking little bro. For them get to laughing and shit, they telling him like how old I am and shit and how I'm a badass little nigga and shit. So he started laughing. I ain't want no dope. Jojo was cool as he was cool as hell, and he had motion. Like Jojo had hoes. He used to put had hoes on the block, and he was distributing them to us. Like that shit, that nigga that was a motion man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay. I seen that you and Brick were really tight.
Yeah, Brick was like my best friend. That was my kid's goddaddy. Well, my daughter goddaddy. My son wasn't even born yet. But that was my daughter goddaddy, bro. That nigga used to slide on me every day too. Like, me and Duck was close, but me and Brick was closer. You feel what I'm saying? Brick was just like, he made it when he made it his duty to be like around me. I with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he pulled up out of nowhere, like checking in. My daughter was born. He pulled up to the baby shower and everything, bro. Like Brick was like. Brick was my best friend. I could say Brick was my best friend. That was my best friend, bro. Like we if he wasn't at Day house, he was at my crib. I swear to God. That was a funny ass man. That man knew how to. I swear to God, if he was alive right now, I swear to God, I think he'd been a millionaire. He's so smart with like, he was ahead of his time with the internet. Before it was live, that nigga was just recording videos of him. It don't matter if he was in the car. He posting it. He doing real live videos, but it wasn't no live yet. Like that Twitch and shit and all that. He was gonna be doing that shit. But Brick was smart as hell. That nigga knew how to do hair, twist hair, fight, everything. Like, people be thinking like rap is the only thing that they good. They family, they got a big ass family, bro. And they family come from a lot of like different talents. Yeah, but Brick was my dog though.
Growing up and everything, you know, knowing Brick and you and Brick being close, man, what was Brick like, man? Do you have any wild stories of you guys hanging out or anything?
One thing I can say about Brick that's most memorable with Brick, he was not scared of shit. Like, he lived in his ops hood. Like, he lived in Front Street shit. And he'll come grab me like super early. Then he'll be like, yeah, you know, I just moved in the op shit. I be sitting out there, but he basically be just standing outside. Brick was just like a gangster gentleman. Like, he presented himself like he was old school with how he kept his guns on him. He used to put a belt underneath his shirt, put the belt under there as the holster, and he had like 2 to 3 more guns in his shirts, bro. You wouldn't even know he had no gun. Like, he was. My most memorable moments was when he took his mama car. He not like literally stole it, but he stole it. Like, he didn't know she didn't know he had it, and we was just riding around. He was supposed to be dropping us off, but we started riding around Lakeshore and shit. And before I started popping ecstasy pills, I never knew why his mouth moved like it was moving until now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be like, why is his mouth moving like that? But he was high. But we always be he just always came and got me, and we used to go on like just drives, you feel me? When I was going to the school, when I was going to this program to get my GED, it was these niggas, and whole time the niggas was one of the guys' cousins, but they kept looking at me and shit like they was staring at me, and I'm like, man, I ain't trying to chance it. You feel me? I already know how it feel when you getting caught. But like, you know, so I called Brick. I'm like, bro, come get me after this program, cause I don't know, or come get me an early dismissal from this program, cause I don't know who these niggas is. You feel me? He came and grabbed me. When he came and grabbed me, he was on bullshit though. He on dirt. He ain't even checked sign in or nothing. He ran right upstairs. He looking out in all the classrooms till he found me. Then he found me. He like, come on. He like, who you got a problem with? He said that shit in front of everybody. Who steady looking at you? I looked at them. He looked at them. So now they making eye contact with each other. They knew each other. You feel me? So whole time that's one of the guy's cousins. So it was me. He said he was looking at me because I looked familiar. He knew me from somewhere. You feel me? But my head, I'm like, this nigga on some other shit. I don't know who this big nigga is with dreads. Like, Brick, come up here real quick. I need you to AA me. You feel me? But whole time it was just a misunderstanding. But that was my most memorable moment because it just let me know like he's stepping for me. Like if I call him in need, if I need him, he coming. You know.
So growing up, you know what I'm saying, being over there around O Block and kind of knowing everybody, man, you know, you mentioned Chief Keef earlier, man. Did you guys ever, you know each other or, you know what I'm saying? I know he was doing music at the time.
Yeah, like when Chief Keef got on, I was in elementary school and my uncle, like I said, my uncle is one of the BDs, so they did music together. They used to be around each other a lot, you feel me? And with them not understanding the severity of this case, this was around this time Chief Keef was at the top op. Everybody, he was making a 300. He was saying he was smoking on this and that. So I wasn't really with that. So I wasn't going around my uncles and them like that, but I still was going to like I remember going to not Dunbar, Dulles, and he used to come get his sister from school and shit. His sister used to go to school with me and shit. And I used to like around with her when I was a kid. That was like one of the first people I started being grown with. His sister and shit. She used to walk with me to my house, like on Valentine's Day. You could vouch for this. On Valentine's Day, she bought me like big ass teddy bears and shit. You would have thought she was the, you know, she was giving me heart candies and secret admirer, not secret admirer, like you know how you could in school they let you like write like a little secret note to people and they could put the name of who they wanted to get sent to. But I knew it was her and shit because her handwriting was her. She used to be a cute girl with sloppy handwriting and shit. But that was one of the first girls, like, cause when he got on, like, I ain't never see like no dirt. You know how you would see a dirty side of motherfucker? Like I had a dirty side back then. I was like slight dirty a little bit, for I ain't really had too much, but I was making myself decent, you feel me? But she had everything, shoes, Nike, she had everything coming out, like, and I'm trying to figure out what she saw in me. But I wasn't tripping though. I'm like, this cheeky sister, I'm turned. Like, these niggas don't like me and I'm with his sister. It's up there. Like, she used to come to the crib and everything. Like the mindset I got now, that shit would have never happened. Cause I would have been like, this bitch trying to backdoor me or something. You coming to my house. But back then I was sweet as hell. I had fun with her sister, bro. It was fun. Like, she met my mom and everything. I thought I was gonna be with this girl for the rest of my life until I got older.
Was this like in the middle of the war? Like were things already
this
bad?
Was right in the middle of the war. OD was dead. Shondell passed away. Lil Reese just pulled up and was trying to get on there with my brother and them. Like this shit was going on, right? Like it was a lot of shit going on then, but we looked past that shit. We was on some Romeo and Juliet ass shit, on some kitty puppy love ass shit, bro. Not trying to listen to what nobody got to say about nothing. Like, I ain't get no fuck that was Chiki's sister. She ain't get no fuck that I was me. That's why I kept going to Dulles for a long ass time until I transferred. I transferred when she was finna go left for me, but I stayed in school just so I go see her every day. Bro. And she'd come to my house, we'd sit on the porch, probably kiss each other. I ain't never ball. You feel me? She wasn't going for none of that shit, but it felt like I was I was by default, by the, you know. You can man fuck a woman, bro. I'm telling you, bro. She was man fucked by me. I had her, bro. And I be checking in on her sometimes. I don't say nothing. I don't talk to her no more. But I be looking on her, make sure she's still alive and shit. She still look the same. She's not, you know.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.